uh, all the name of S3s, the URLs, or what are the different URLs or nomenclatures in S3. Okay, how we will able to know that what is bucket, what is key, how to differentiate what is object URL, what is uh, object key, S3 URL. All these things we are going to cover today. So let's log in into the AWS console. I'm in AWS console here. So this is our bucket, right? We created this bucket previously. Now, if you click on any of the object, you will see we have three components: key, S3 URL, ARN, and object URL. So first of all, I will explain what is ARN. ARN you will get in all the services which we are creating. Amazon Resource Namespace. So what is Amazon Resource Namespace? So anything you create in Amazon, anything you create or anything you uh, build in Amazon, it will have this type of format. It is called Amazon resource name. It create a unique name for your resources. Okay. If in that it starts with ARN, it is a nomenclature where it starts with ARN, something named as partition, service name, which service you are going to use. You are using IAM, you are using S3 bucket, you are using EC2 machine, CloudFront, anything. It will be giving here in the third section. It will write service. Then after that, here region, in which region you are going to create. Right now we are creating everything in global. That's why the region was not here. The region will not come. Then account number. Then a unique name for the resource. So if you scroll down, now we are working on Amazon. So ARN AWS. If you're creating IAM, so service name IAM. Then you can see here instead of region it is blank or it is no value. Why? Because IAM is a global service. IAM is a global service. That's why region doesn't apply on IAM. Then your account number, and after that, if you're creating a user, if you're creating a role or group, then it will give that information. So if you go in IAM and open any role which you have created previously or any user or group you created previously, you can check the ARN of that. So if you go to the roles, these are the roles which I have created previously. If you click here, you will see the ARN. So you can see the pattern similar to what we just discussed. ARN colon AWS colon IAM. Then region, you don't need to pass the region because IAM is a global service. It doesn't apply any region. Your account number, role, then role name, complete role name. This is how your ARN is specified. If you open any of your policy, same thing you will find an ARN. Anything you create, anything it's there in AWS, it is having a ARN associated with it. It is a namespace. Again, one of the namespace which is used. So generally, while working on AWS, you require this ARN. We have gone and see the key management service. Okay, if you go to any of the key and click here, it will has a ARN. Okay, so while passing the key, you have to pass the ARN of the key. That this key I have to use. This is the name of the key. Instead of name, you have to pass the ARN. It gives the all the information about the key. Okay, majorly the key ARNs are used when you are working on cross region or cross account. Like I am using some resources in your account, so I have to give the full information about your account. I have to give full information about your account. Now you can see key management service is a region specific. So this key is in Mumbai. So you will see the region here. in the ARN. AWS ARN colon AWS colon service name, that is KMS, then the region name, then the account number, and after that key and the key number, information about the key. So this pattern is followed everywhere in AWS for ARN. So if you go to your bucket, if you click on the bucket, go to the permission property, you will find ARN of your bucket. So you can see bucket overview. Now ARN colon AWS colon S3. Now as AWS S3 bucket is unique across all the account, you don't have to specify the account number. You can do that, but it's not required. That's why account number is not given here. And then region, again, there are no region was passed here. After that, bucket name. So this is your S3 ARN of your bucket. Then if you go to any of the object, if you go to any of the object here, and if you see here, this is your object ARN. Okay, so it will be similar to your bucket ARN, but after that the object also will be appended. So you can see ARN AWS S3 colon colon demo bucket October AP South 1 2023. This is your bucket name slash full path and file name or object name. So AWS Solution Architect Associate .pdf. Okay, we will talk about ARN a little more about S3. First of all, let me show you the key. What is key? Key is the full path of your Amazon S3 object. So what is object key? It is a file name, file path plus file object name. It is file path plus object name. So if you go here, you can see right now this is only the name because this object is inside our directly inside our bucket. Let me create one folder here. Folder 1. Let me create another folder. Folder 2. So folder 1 and folder 2 are folder 2 are in parent directory or on the base directory. Folder inside folder 2, I'm creating another folder as folder 3. Inside folder 3, I'm creating another uploading a file name as some file. Okay, I am uploading some file in folder 3. In folder 2 also, I'm going to upload a file. Done. Let's go to folder 1 and upload some file here as well. Okay. Now I have created two folders. Let's go in folder 1. Inside there is an object called diagram. Let's open check the property. Now you can see the key. Key is full path. Folder 1 slash diagram dot pptex. So object name full path plus object name. So you can see full path plus object name. If you go similarly for folder 2, you have a beach file, folder 2 slash beach. Folder 3, inside that image, folder 2, folder 3, image dot the file name. Right? So this is your object key. Key is basically full path. Then object URL. What is object URL? You can see the object URL. It is used to open a file in browser. okay, across the world. If you make your object public, then in that case you can use object URL. Similarly, we have S3 URI. It is used to access the file programmatically or through backend to access the file programmatically or using CLI. Okay. Now S3 or URL and object URL. So what is object URL is created HTTPS slash slash bucket name dot S3 dot region in which the bucket is created slash amazon.com slash object key. Now, if using this pattern, you can just create your own object URL. So this is a bucket. So what is my bucket name here? This is my bucket name here. Okay. So what is my bucket name here? Demo bucket October AP South 1. What is object key in this scenario? Object key is folder 2, folder 3, or let's right now go to a simple one. Let's go open just this one. Uh, index.html. Okay. Index.html. You can see what is the bucket name here? Same demo bucket hyphen October hyphen AP South 1 2023. Now what is key here? What will be key here? Key will be the file name right now because it's in the parent folder. It is in the bucket. This object is in the bucket level. Okay, that's why it is index.html. So this is the key. Here it is a key. Now as per the convention, you can create the object URL. So http bucket name then dot s3 dot apsouth1 dot amazon dot aws.com slash your object key. In this case, what is object key? In this case, what is the object key here? Instead of CloudFront, your object key is index.html. This is your object key, object URL. Now S3 URL, again bucket name and object key. So bucket name then index.html. Just a second. Okay. Now you can just check it out. If the object URL and the is same or not. If you copy here the object URL and you compare, it's similar to what we we have created right now. You can compare both the lines. Now let's use another object. Let's go to here. Inside folder 1, we have one object. If you copy here, so you can see what is the full path. Folder 1 and diagram dot ppt. So what is your object key here? What will be your object key? What will your key? Folder underscore 1 slash diagram dot pptx. This will be your key. If you check here, this is your key. Right now, object URL is basically bucket name dot s3 dot region, that is your bucket name dot s3 dot region, that is AP South 1, AWS Amazon AWS.com slash your key. What is your key right now? Folder one underscore one slash diagram ppt.txt. This is your object URL. It is used to access the object if your object is public through browser. Then S3 URL, bucket name slash object name, object key. That is, if it's demo hyphen bucket hyphen AP South 1, then your object key, that is this one. So you can see this for full path. Let's go to another object which is in folder 2. So the beach, it will be similar to the previous one. Let's go to folder 1 and this image, this object. You can see the full path. What is the key? It's a full path. Folder 1, folder 2 and the object name starting with your bucket. Full path. So this is your object key. Object URL, bucket, then S3, then region, AWS, Amazon AWS.com slash Amazon AWS.com slash your bucket name, your full object key. Similarly here in the last, it's a full object key. That is S3 URL. So you should know how to create S3 URL, not for exam, for just practice purpose. It will be, if you are working on Amazon, you should know how your at least S3, what is bucket name and bucket key, bucket name and object key, and what is S3 URL. They are widely used while you are working on Amazon. Okay, similarly, the ARN will be created. Okay, similarly, the ARN will be created. You can see AWS ARN colon AWS S3. You don't have to specify region and account number here. Then bucket name. This is a bucket name, and then full path. So basically, it's a part of S3 URL. If you just remove this part and just append all the S3 URL here in the end, bucket name, folder 2, folder 3, and the object name. So always remember your object, and because the key is a full path, that's why it is also called we are calling is object, because it doesn't represent only file name, it represents complete folder. Each object represent or name of the object is represented by complete folder, complete path. Okay, any question about the name nomenclature of S3 and all these objects? Okay, hi Sima ma'am.